The tea. I feel like I'm a fancy therapist or something. Let me clean these glasses. Waiting for some people. Turn this all the way down, sis. I'm just look at that from the side. Look at that from the side. Oh my God, it is Friday morning, and I'm alive. And nothing is going as planned. We're gonna have to do a Friday redo. Because I had things planned, but like nothing I've had planned within the last week and a half has gone as planned. I can kind of see these now. These are cute. These are a little bit cuter than what I thought. I wore these for, well, what was going to be for the tea party that I got invited to do. That was on like a little trolley, and it was like an all pink affair, but we didn't make it in time because nothing, I don't know, why is nothing going as planned? That's why I think I put that in the title of this video, because I just realized like we didn't get to the trolley tea around town on time because we got there late. Nothing is going as planned. It's so annoying. And for today's video, I wanted to challenge myself and do like at least a 3-hour live stream and have topics and things just to chit chat and talk about. That was supposed to be from like 9 to 12, and I was going to try to push it to 1. And I thought that was going to be fun. Y'all, was going to be like 3-4 hours of me, like just live, seeing me in real life, in real time, doing stuff. But that didn't go as planned. I'm going to tell y'all how my week has been. And it hasn't been like as crazy at all. My week hasn't been crazy. It's just not going as planned. And I feel like this is just a lesson I need to learn, how to just stay cool in situations when it doesn't go as planned. But it's happening a lot. And it is really pissing me off. It's really pissing me off. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know, man. So, I had some things, and I thought, like, the conversation for today's video, I thought it was going to be based on 2 events that I was going to have happen in my life. But it didn't happen because just things that are kind of out of my control, basically. And that's what I'm kind of learning, right? Things that are within my control, control, I can create boundaries, I can handle whatever. But things that are not, I kind of just have to go with the wind. I have to be flexible, and I hate that, y'all. And I try so hard to be flexible. But I hate it. But because I wanted to get on here and talk about these 2 experiences and maybe have some words of encouragement based on like what I went through. But it's just like it gotta continue. One thing I continue to next week. The other is continue without a date, child. Which grinds my gears. It really does. It really does grind my gears. Because I am just like my parents in the sense of like, I'm not that flexible. Like when one little piece of hair is out of place, it drives me nuts. It just drives me nuts. So, yeah, I'm just a little bit annoyed. But I wanted to get on here, y'all, because I wanted to talk to y'all to see, I wanted to talk about a couple of things that's just been going on in the world. But I don't even have like anything organized set up. So it's kind of just going to be me like just chit chatting and getting y'all's input. So, because it's not going as planned like how I wanted to. Because I'm like off today, so I have a freebie day. And I was like, oh, it's a freebie Friday. So YouTube will get all of my time and attention for the most part for the first part of the morning. But I got dragged into like now I have a meeting at 12 that I have to go to. So it was like, girl. And then I was on a call with somebody for like an hour. Didn't expect that to happen. So it's annoying. It's annoying. So anyways, oh, goodness gracious. But one thing I want to talk about that I've noticed in my area is that a lot of women have a hard time I'm not gonna say standing up for themselves, but like women are we're a lot more nicer than men. And this lady who I was talking to was saying she's interviewed like 1,000 people, probably hundreds of people, and she noticed the key difference between men and women when she interviews them is that men know what they overvalue themselves, right, when they're negotiating like how much to pay them, and women undervalue themselves. So, and I thought that was pretty interesting for her to say that, because I even see that in some of the cases that I handle where the woman doesn't want to fight as hard, but the men are like over like doing things, right? Requesting things that is a stretch and a long shot for them to get, you know, versus the women try to be more amicable. And it's just like, that's something I'm noticing. Right. So I don't know if anyone has any thoughts about that in regards to like why that could be. And I'm just wondering, is it because like and men typically, and this is not a gender war channel, but men, you know, typically are the reasons why we go at war with other countries. Look at the state of America right now and what we have going on. So men tend to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more confident what they need to be. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. But when that woman made that observation and said that, when I was talking to her, like out of all the people that she's interviewed, she's noticed a trend with men versus women when it comes to negotiating a salary. And I've had to kind of like work on that as well. Like when applying for jobs and they're asking me how much do I want, not undervaluing my professional worth and what I can bring to the table, right? And just understanding that. So I just found that to be a little bit interesting. And I'm thinking, and I'm saying this because I was on a call for like over an hour, discussing, it's not a case of mine, but a woman who has been through a lot. I don't want to tell her story, but has been through a lot and is finally receiving the help that she wants. And there's some icky, sticky parts involved. She's a survivor of DV, and there's a child, and it's just like, it's a lot. And it's just like, I feel like, you know, some people people who are narcissists can sniff out weak people. I feel like they can sniff out the weak. And I've seen it more than enough times to realize the situation, right? And it's unfortunate. It really, really is unfortunate. Girl, I am on here. Let me take these glasses off. It's a little hard for me to see with these glasses on. I need to get ready. I need to get dressed and ready. I need to clean up. There's things I need to do. Like my Friday is not going how I planned it, how I wanted it to be. It is super duper annoying because I need to clean. I need to do my hair. I need to do my makeup. I might let y'all see me do all of those things. Mine is the cleaning, because y'all don't need to see what my house look like. Y'all don't need to be all up in my business like that. As far as like with my house and all of those things. But as far as me getting ready, doing my hair, doing my makeup, I can show y'all all of that. But I'm just thinking like, I wish, like, you know, but here's the thing. Remember what I said in the beginning of the video? Like, I'm realizing, you know, some things are out of my control and things that are in my control. I can set boundaries and do that. So I'm working on that, because I really didn't have to say yes to the lunch meeting today, but I kind of did. I feel like I kind of had to say yes. I don't know. And there's something weird I want to talk about. And I don't know. Oh, y'all like my glasses, my women in leadership glasses. I feel like I do believe that where I'm at, people do practice and dibble and dab in certain like spirituality practices, right? But there's some weird things, and maybe it's not as weird as I'm thinking it is to be, but that just keeps happening to me and like this one person in particular, whereas like this one person in particular keeps distracting me when I'm trying to be as focused as I can be when it comes to working on certain things. And I mean, when I was in my zone the other day, right, and this all goes back to boundaries. I'm in my zone, I'm working, this person calls me, and I'm on the phone with them for like 30 minutes talking about nothing. talking about nothing. And I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of wasting my time. This is distracting me from getting work done or getting what I think I need to get done. And it's just like, shouldn't you be busy too? Like, why are you calling me? It was so bizarre. And it was another thing, and I don't know if this person's subscribed to me, but then it'll be a dead giveaway of who I'm talking about if this person sees the video with the second thing that happened. But I'm like, I feel like spiritually, like, do some people try to block your blessings or distract you from, like, your purpose in life? Because, or do they not realize what they're doing, or do they not understand boundaries, and it's just a mutual not understanding how to have boundaries? I don't know. And so it's just been bothering me, because now I'm gonna go do something that I agreed to do, and I kind of need to do it, but I kind of don't want to do it, and I don't really have to do it if I don't want to do it. I know I'm talking in circles. Right now, but that's just something that's on the back of my mind, because I was like, I'd much rather be cleaning my house, doing things, getting lunch prepared, and all of those things. So I don't know, y'all, and it's totally throwing me off, because I'm one of those people, if I have something to do later in the afternoon, I can't do nothing else. I can't do anything else. Like, I don't know if y'all saw, it's a TikTok of like this guy sitting in a bed, and he's like, oh, I gotta do this afternoon, and he was like, I can't do that. And so like, that's kind of how I am, and it's like, it's messing with my energy. I don't know why, but it's messing with my energy, right? And right now, as I'm trying to talk to y'all, it's literally messing with my energy. Like, the thought of me having to do something that I really didn't have on my bingo card today. But that's been happening for the last week and a half, like things that are just not on my bingo card. That's throwing me off course, and it's been pissing me off. So I don't even know. But that's just an update about like what's been going on in my life. I guess we could talk about some well, don't act like it's other folks' fault. I mean, it's not other folks' fault. It's just a boundary thing. I mean, some of it is other people's fault, because some things were just out of my control because of other people. And I had to kind of roll with the punches, but it's really annoying. It's just really, really annoying. Especially, but whatever. So I don't even know if I wanted to get on live and talk to y'all, and I wanted to do a live get ready with me, but my energy is just, I don't know. It's just not there. I probably hop back on. I probably need to take a few minutes to myself, because when I say I've just been on meetings, like I had a meeting at 8 o'clock that went past 9. Then I had a phone conference at 9 o'clock that ended like a few minutes after 10. And so I'm trying to clean up and do other things too. And I need to comb my hair. I need to do I probably won't do my makeup. I want to do my makeup, but I probably won't do my makeup because I have a lunch meeting at 12. So it depends. Like, this is my freebie day. So, y'all. But I took today off, right? Because I have some heavily contested matters that are going on that needs to be heavily litigated. And I thought like I would have been, after I hash out the big issues in one of my cases, I was like, Friday, I'm just going to take that day to myself. But it hadn't happened. So I'm like, girl, should I even take today off? Because like, I trial prepped and did all this stuff and nothing happened. It got continued, which pissed me. It bothered me. So I don't know. What I may do, and y'all let me know, I may come back. And the best time for me to do it right now is like when my family is like out the house. And I've tried this before, like doing a Friday night show or live stream about different things and just talking about stuff, but it didn't work. But I may try to do that again tonight. I wanted to do that today, but my energy is just so throwed right now. I just don't even know. Like, I'm normally a little bubbly, a little bit more happier, a little bit more silly, telling stories and stuff, but girl, I don't even know. Or maybe because I haven't really had my coffee, because I normally don't drink this. First, I drink like a warm cup of coffee. So And I need to clean and cook and just be like a housewife. I like cosplaying as a housewife on the days that I'm not working. I feel so girly and dainty and just, because my whole thing is, girl, don't get me on my soapbox now. Don't get me on my soapbox. Let me put my glasses on because I'm going to be on my soapbox. So I'm starting to have negative feelings about working a 9 to 5. And hi, thank you. Good morning. I'm starting to have negative feelings about working a 9 to 5. Now, I say 9 to 5, but I don't technically work I mean, I guess you can call it a 9 to 5, but like, because I feel like I spend so much time working and away from home, I don't get to enjoy the amenities of being in my home or spending time with my family. And that really has been pissing me off for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. Really last year and a half. And I just don't know what to do. Like, I think about it because like, I love what I do, right? But then also, it's just kind of like that. Like, I love the weekends. I'm with my family. We're going to soccer games. Like, we're going out to dinner. We're enjoying each other's companies. Like, it's such a beautiful thing. And even today, like, or me enjoying I didn't get a chance to enjoy my solitude. Girl, I'm on my soapbox. When I'm on my soapbox, I'm gonna put these glasses on. You'll know when I'm on my soapbox. But it's so annoying. It's so annoying for me to be taken away from my family, and we all have to go our separate ways as we go out into the real world. I hate that for me. And I don't know if it's the hormones, because I am still postpartum a bit, and I just want to be with my babes and with my man. So I am postpartum still, not like postpartum depression or anything like that, but just, and I mean, I've been had the babes, but we're still nursing on top of that. So like we have that closeness, and it's just like when they take them away from me, it's a lot. I get very emotional, and I find that I'm starting to have the Sunday blues. I get the Sunday blues on occasion. So I'm trying to find balance in my life with work, home, mom, wife, all of that. Because I'm going to talk, so there's some things I want to talk about that I haven't talked about, where I was told I can't be a lawyer and a mom at the same time, apparently. But that's another story time that I'm probably, like, that story time I probably won't talk about until like a year from now. Like, it's going to have to be, we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to put some things in place. But I was literally told that, yeah, no, you can't be a lawyer and a mom at the same time. You need to work here. You can't go home and work, when I've done it countless of times. So that lets me know that my job place, that makes me feel like my job does not respect me, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because I literally love what I do. So yeah. But there's some other things too where people have literally lied. It's wild. And that gives me negative feelings about work, right? Working in an environment where you're not protected. Because I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I will shout this to the moon top. My experience with HR is that their job is not to protect the employees, but to protect the organization. That's just what I've gathered over the years. So, But yeah, I'm about to get off of my soapbox about that. But I just feel like it just takes away from enjoying, like, because it's such a beautiful day where I'm at. It's a little cold, but it's still beautiful. And I got to find what I need to wear. I may let y'all help me pick out an outfit. I just don't know. But it is beautiful where I'm at. The weather is nice. My home is just, girl, it's just everything. It is a dream, but it sucks that I can't enjoy this how I want. So I'm trying to figure out, thank you. I'm trying to figure out a balance. Let me take these glasses off. I'm trying to figure out a balance, right? Where I can enjoy my solitude, and I can enjoy my family, and I can be the best I can be in my professional role. That's what I'm trying to navigate, and also have a hobby, because this is a hobby. Like me getting on here talking to you guys and creating videos, and I wanted to do a pre-recorded video today, but I just might not have the time to do it because I haven't even outline what I wanted to say or do the necessary research, which takes a few hours. So I may not have time because after my lunch meeting, I have to be somewhere at 1:30, and then it's just my day is not for myself anymore. Probably like once 12 o'clock hit, my day is not for myself. Yeah. My rings are on my necklace. I took them off when I was pregnant because my fingers swelled up, and my fingers haven't gone back to normal size. Probably because I need to lose the weight. I need to lose this baby weight. That's the other thing. I don't know. I don't know. I need to I don't know if we're gonna get pregnant yet. We may. But yeah. So anyways, but yeah, I just was on my soapbox because I am wanting to have a flexible life. And that's the other thing, like, I know everyone's goals in life are just completely different as far as like what they want to do, because I love to travel. I haven't traveled. When the last time we traveled? We're in 2025. When I say travel, I mean like out the country. We didn't travel out the country in 2024. When did I find out I was pregnant? So we haven't traveled out the country in a long time. Haven't traveled since 2022. That's a long time. Like when I say travel, I mean like out the country. Now, have we gone on family vacations? Yes, we've gone to Florida so many times over the last few years because we have not traveled out the country. And I actually think my husband needs to get a new passport. I think that's part of the reason, because he forgot, and I need to work on that for him too today. Like him and the babes, like getting their passports, because we are traveling out the country later on this year. But I want to travel out the country over the summertime too. But that's the other thing. I want to travel. I want to go to Italy. Well, no. My husband went to Italy, and he said it was a nice, beautiful country. The people were my husband, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, they all went to Italy without me because I was busy, couldn't go, had court, whatever. And my husband said the food in America is better. And the people out there, I was told, they weren't too fond of people of color out there. It was very, very, they can tell they weren't too fond of people of color. Or it could have been Americans, but I think it was more so of Black people really out there. So I don't know if I want to go to Italy just off of that, because I trust my husband's word about what he said about there. But there's other places to travel. I want to go to Toronto. I think I said it in another live. Like, I want to go to Toronto, but I want to go to OVO Fest. Is OVO Fest still a thing? Do we know if that's still a thing? Because that would be my reason to go to Toronto. And then there's other parts of Canada that I know that is very beautiful that I would like to travel. And I was telling my husband at some point in the next couple of years, we should do a road trip and go to places in America that we normally wouldn't go. I don't know, Utah, Montana. Like, travel to, like, let's just go see, like, the non-popular touristy places that we don't really talk about much, because we go to Florida so much. I've never been to California. Never been to California before. So I don't have an urge to go to California like I did when I was younger. I really wanted to go to California, like, and I talked about this on a previous live, like back in the OG days of YouTube, like 2014, 2012, when I used to watch like Trisha Paytas all the time. I know, don't shoot me, but I used to watch Trisha a lot when I was younger. And so I wanted to go to California because it looks so cool. She's on Rodeo Drive. She's going to Capitol Grill seemingly every day to get this lobster mac and cheese. Like, she just made me feel like, oh my God, I gotta go out there to see. And a lot of the popular YouTubers did at some point move to Los Angeles or move to California, and Jackiana's out there, but I think she's a native of LA, of California. So I really wanted to get out there, but I just never went. And now I don't really have the desire, because the more I hear about California, and I mean, I have to go and have my own experience, because I've known people personally. Oh, y'all know where else I want to go? Chicago. I need to go to Chicago. I heard Chicago has really, really good food. I want to go to Chicago during the summertime. So I want to go during the summertime, and I love New York. I've been to New York numerous times. So, but I just want to travel to some places, and maybe we will have to map out a schedule that works best for us. And maybe we can go, because we have the same birthday, and our anniversary is like 2 days before our birthday. My husband, fun fact, is 3 hours older than me. Literally a match made in heaven. So I want to do a road trip at some point and travel to like different, I was gonna say countries, different states that, you know, never really thought about, just doing some research. And I may bring y'all with me. I may do like a vlog of us like traveling across the country, something fun like that. Where's my iPad? Let me go get my iPad. Y'all don't need to see my house. Y'all can see my chandelier. Oh, my flower pot. Y'all can look at my chandelier. Let me go get my iPad, y'all. I say y'all as if it's like 1,000,000 people on my live stream. I mean, at some point, right? I'm gonna have like 1,000 people, 100 people. I've had a few hundred people on here at once. Y'all let me see all of my house. Okay. This is, I like going on live chat. I am a Gemini true and true and can talk to myself. Hold on. I need to check some things. Girl. Hold on. I probably I'm contemplating if I want to do my makeup. This is so lame. Okay. All right. Whatever. This is lame. Okay. I probably need to scooch this up a little more. Oh, can y'all hear me now? Am I good? Let me know if I'm good. Okay, good. So I was telling a story time. I was talking about the young ladies who went to Columbia and how they came together and they left together. And I don't know like what y'all heard and did not hear, what you heard and did not hear, Max. But I was telling my personal experience of going on a girls' trip out the country with a group of girls who did not like me. And I didn't know they didn't like me because this girl, one of the girls in particular, was my day one for like the last 10 years in my wedding. We did everything. We transitioned from teenagers to adults. Like, you know, we were roommates in college. So she's my profile. It was y'all. So anyways, never expected the trip to go the way that it did. So the first bad thing that I did was inviting myself. I invited myself in a space where I was not invited. And I learned from that experience, never invite yourself. If you weren't invited, don't invite yourself. Don't do it. Because if they wanted you to come, they would have extended the invitation. So I invited myself because she was like, oh yeah, me and a couple of girls, we're going to Cabo. And I was like, oh my God, I want to go to Cabo. That's lit. You know, we're working women now. We've graduated. We've got our degrees. We got our license. We're doing what we want to do. So let's celebrate the milestones that we've, you know, overcame throughout life. So that's what I'm thinking in my mind. So we get to Cabo because I think the conversation was like that summer. We went to Cabo in August or whatever. So it was like a couple of months. And like maybe in April, we had that conversation. And then by August, we were all in Cabo. So like 4 months later. So we get there, the first few days in Cabo, I'm lit, we drunk, we doing whatever. I'm like, this is when I was hitting heavy with the wine, with the tequila. Like that was like before before I was a mom. So I'm hitting, we lit, we're turning up. So maybe like day 3, I was like, all right, let me just calm down. Let me just tone it down because I don't want to drink anymore. Like, I'm tired. I drunk like the first 2 days. You know, we've been drinking tequila like every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. We have a private chef. It was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. Like the whole, like the setup, right? We didn't have to, whatever. So when we started going out to eat, because we had the private chef come in a couple of times, cook us breakfast, make us lunch, whatever. So when we started going out to eat, I noticed there was like me not paying for my individual meal. So one person, like, so how it would be is just like one person would volunteer, like, okay, I'll put it on my card and then we all like split it up or something like that. But basically we split it equal. So it was like 6 of us, right? And say if we spent $600 on food and my food was like $50, I got to pay $100 because we split it equal. And the first couple of times I didn't notice it. I didn't say anything, but I was like, because I was drinking. But when I sobered up, I was kind of like, hey, I don't want to do this because I'm paying for someone else's meal, basically. Like, she's ordering all these drinks and 2 entrees and all this, and I just got a $10 burger and a Sprite. I don't want to do it. So that caused some strife. Because this was not my friend group. So in this particular friend group, that's what they did. I didn't know that. It was like in the first couple times I didn't say anything because I didn't think anything of it. I was under the influence. I was having a good time. I was just being whatever. But when I did speak up and say something, it became a problem. And then it was other things as well. And I'm not going to say, but me and this ex-friend in particular, we would joke a lot. And we would play fight a lot. And she made a comment. And I don't even want to say what I said because it's so messy. And this was partially my fault thinking about it. And my husband said I was wrong, dead ass wrong afterwards. And maybe at some point I'll talk about it. But me and this girl haven't spoken since because we fell out bad. But she made a joke about my man. So I made a joke about her man. And the energy kind of changed a little bit more after that. First of all, I'm complaining about splitting it up, and then I'm talking about your man. But you came for my man first, but hers was like in a ha-ha-hee-hee joking way. But mine was like in a damn, like you hitting below the belt. And I didn't realize that because I'm crazy. I really am. I'm crazy in the sense of like, I don't know, maybe I was drinking when I said, because y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all at some point. We're gonna figure it out, because I don't want to open up a can of worms. Because you know how people, they see a video that's they think is made about them, and they want to do a whole rebuttal. It's like a whole internet beef, and I'm not trying to disturb that woman peace by talking. Like she doing her. I'm assuming I haven't seen a picture of her, a peep, nothing since all that. But I say all this to say is that we got into a really bad argument, and we were sleeping in the same bed because we were sharing beds too. So like we all had our own. It was like 3 rooms in this Airbnb, and 6 of us. So whatever, girl. But it was weird because like these are all of her friends, so of course they're all gonna have her back. And it was like she stopped talking to us. It was just very strange energy. And I was drunk and I was being annoying at times. So like it just was like causing like strife. Don't dish if you can't take it. I can take what I'm dishing. Oh, you saying like with my response to the girl when I said about her boyfriend? I shouldn't have. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, because someone just tried to call me and I just blocked it because I'm not in the office today, sis. Messing up my story time. God. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat before I continue the story. Because somebody tried to call me, and when people try to call me, it just messes up the live. Okay, y'all can still hear me. Okay, I'm good. So anyway, so homegirl was mad at me because I said that about her man. And I was drunk and I was annoying. And she was drunk and she was emotional too. Not talking to me, not really talking to other people. And my thing is, if you're a grown-ass woman, and I'm on the internet cursing, I'm such a lady, right? If you're a grown adult and you got an attitude, I'm not going to ask you what's wrong. Because I feel like you can tell me what's wrong. Like I'm not gonna try to get it out of you. Like, oh no, like what's. So she had attitude and got her an Uber and wasn't talking to us. And it was just like, I can't remember all the details because it was so long ago. But I know I was sad. But we fell out. We didn't talk. I called my husband. I said, you have to come pick me up from the airport, because I rode with her to the airport. And so him and my brother-in-law came and like got me from the airport, like when we returned, because I was like, I'm not riding back with her. And so like they came, and it was just very weird because none of the girls were talking to me afterwards, because again, these were her friends. I just invited myself, and I shouldn't have done that. I should not have invited myself, and I didn't understand the dynamics of their friendship, because that was their norm. When they all went out to lunch, one person would pay. That's how they would do it. I ain't doing that. I don't do that. I like, there have been times where I have paid for someone's lunch, but that's not the norm. Like, I don't want you to be comfortable to think every time we're going to go out, I pay for my lunch, you pay, or I pay for our lunch, or you have to pay for our food. I don't want to have that back and forth. I just want to be responsible for what I ordered. Okay? And if that's cheap of me, or people think that's broke of me, I don't care, because it's my money at the end of the day. It's my money. So she was so like, it was just like, but it could have went really bad, y'all, because I just remember we got into like a really bad argument. I feel like the whole house was against her. Girl, I had to take that call. I had a call. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought, oh, y'all see my laundry I need to do. I need to start getting ready. That call threw off my whole live. Oh, I'm probably going to hop off and hop back on, because normally I start having issues with volume. So I'm going to hop off, and then I'm going to do a live get ready with me, because I have somewhere to be in 30 minutes, and it's going to take me 15 minutes to get there, and I'm not ready at all. So I'm going to hop back off. Give me like 5 minutes. Y'all help me get ready. Tell me what I need to do with my hair. Makeup. May not do my makeup. I'm not wearing this dress. So